Good evening, Bulldog fans, and welcome to Fred Lockett Stadium, Jerry Bennett Field here in Jefferson, Texas. I'm Bobby Lang-Bartels.
I'm Greg Ingraham.
We're going to be broadcasting live inaugural Bulldogs TV on YouTube, sponsored by JISD and also Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Edward Jones Investments, Maximize, Bulldog Bail Bonds, Patterson Pest Patrol, Johnson Collision, Laura Allen Photography, and Brown Rig Insurance. Greg, it's Friday night in Texas. What does that mean to you?
That means football.
It means football. And no way better to do it than right here in Jefferson, Texas. It's a little bit hot.
It is. It was showing 100 degrees as late as 5 o'clock. I haven't seen it since, but it's up there.
Well, we've got a delayed start tonight, so maybe that's going to help a little bit. The sun's gone down. The lights are on. It's just time for some football. And talking with Mr. Doug Thompson, he's going to be keeping us updated on scores, reporting for Max Preps. We've had a couple games yesterday.
That's
you
correct.
got a couple scores up there if you want to call them out.
Right. Sabine took care of Spring Hill 60-20. And Bladewater lost to Dangerfield. Dangerfield 53, Bladewater 32.
And I tell you what, those two teams are going to be in our district. So Sabine, man, that's a pretty good showing against a 4A Spring Hill club. And, Dangerfield's 3-2A. But, man, they are a powerhouse, and they took care of Gladewater pretty good.
Yes, they are.
And also, Timpson took care of Beckville in 2A,
50, Beckville 13.
So there's some good football around the area. We've got some other good games that are going to be coming up tonight. And like I said, Mr. Thompson's going to keep us updated. Just a few of note, Carthage, which is number 1 in 4A, is going to be at Kilgore. Texarkana Pleasant Grove, they're going to be heading over to Brock, which is always a powerhouse. Gilmer is taking on Tyler Chapel Hill. Malakoff is going up against West Russ. Winsboro, Paul Pewitt. Newton versus Anahuac. We've already had Dangerfield Gladewater. Hooks versus Harmony. And Price Carlisle versus Harleton. So there's a lot of good action around the area tonight. We're going to be keeping up with that. I want to take a minute and just give a shout out to two guys for 30 plus years, put in the hard work for Bulldog football, Mr. Charlie Chitwood and Ned Fratangelo. We want to say thank you for what you've done and kept us informed with everything going on with Bulldog football over the radio airwaves for 30 plus years. So if you see those guys around town, just give them a thank you and tell them, how much you appreciate it, and always done a good job and kept us informed on what Bulldog football was doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, we've got some good stuff coming up in the pregame show. We're going to be going over to little questions with Coach Jefferson here shortly, and have a little pregame chat. Coach Jefferson's going to be coaching them up. And let's see. We can go ahead and cue that up, Jay, if you got that going. And
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL.
Questions from Coach. Today I'm here with Jefferson ISD's Athletic Director, Antoine Jefferson.
Hey, great to be on with you, Madeline. Just excited to kick off the season. Great time to be a Bulldog. Just excited about the kids who are coming back, and everyone have an opportunity to see the new team this week.
I agree. Since the season's starting and we've only had a couple of scrimmages, how do you feel about the outlook and the expectations for our team this season?
Very, very excited. You know, we returned some really good leaders. Returned 4 or 5 starters on the offensive line.
Oh, that's good. That kind of lead me into my next
really,
question.
Really good, kind of build off those guys. They're not only good players, but really good leaders. And they've done a good job of just raising the expectations of everyone around them. They know how tough it is week in and week out. And they've played a lot of games.
I like setting an example for everyone else.
Hey, no doubt. And we had many of those guys up this week. As, you know, we lifted weights Monday morning. And we had some of those guys stand up like Bryce Clark. And Bryce, like, how many years you been starting, Bryce? Like 4 years.
Since
Wow.
his freshman
Wow.
year.
So he's a kid that's a 4-year starter. You know, we got Justin Carter, senior, that's a 3-year starter. Travis Harris, junior, 4-year starter. You know, so we got a lot of those guys really
They got a
played
lot of
a lot of football.
experience.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done a good job of kind of just bringing the young guys on. You know, our senior class isn't large, but there's a lot of good playing ability and really good leadership.
I agree. Okay. Well, you kind of answered my next question since I was going to say who are the returners, but all right, got that done. Are there any younger players this year, like stepping up on varsity?
Yes, you know, 3 of our new starters will be freshmen.
Oh, wow.
You know, we generally start 3 receivers.
Can you say their names and their position?
We return 1, which is then Chris Love, and the other 2 that'll be starting this week are Travis Harris Jr. And Jermaine Hopkins Jr. You know, they're both really good players. You know, and then we have Kingston Nelson that'll be starting on the offensive line. You know, so those guys are really, you know, really had a lot of success as young kids. You know, as junior high kids. You know, so they're used to competing and winning, and they brought that same attitude to the varsity.
You got confidence in them?
Hey, no doubt. You know, just with a lot of things that we do during the summer, you're able to get in some competitive situations. You know, playing 7-on-7 with larger schools like Marshall, you get a chance to kind of compete. And then we do lineman challenges against bigger schools. So Kingston has the opportunity to compete as well. So.
Okay. Who's our quarterback this year?
Tomias Taylor, you know, Tomias is a kid that started on our JV last year. Our previous 2 quarterbacks on varsity were both seniors, and they graduated, and they'll both be playing college football this year. So which says a lot. But Tomias Taylor, he's a young man he'll be a junior. This is junior season. He did a great job with our JV, and probably just thinking about Tomias. Number 1, he's smart. Number 2, he's tough.
That's good.
And number 3, he does a great job of not getting too high and not getting too low.
So you got good expectations.
Yes,
Yeah.
even keel guy. You know, he just goes out and plays. You know, and very proud of him. He's done a good job.
That's good. Okay, real question here. How did the turf field and the stadium upgrades affect everything? Okay?
Our kids are very, very excited about it. They still get excited every day going.
It's not
over there.
grass.
Man. You know, and people will say, well, it's warm, it's this, it's that. But our kids, from the time we stepped on it, they've been really, really excited.
So it kind of like affected their vibe in a good way.
And everybody from our little league, junior high, everybody uses it.
You think the fans like it?
They should.
I mean, I think they should too. It looks pretty nice to me.
I know the coaches like it because they don't have to paint anymore. So
and they don't got all that dew on the grass in the morning.
You used to have to have the string out, stretch out a line, paint the lines, and
too much work.
So,
now it just looooks pretty all the time.
Yes, it does, and the kids love it.
I bet. I mean, it looks pretty to me. I don't know much about football, but it looks nice.
There you go.
Okay, we're playing in Boston this week. What's the report on them? What we should look out for? What about them?
Well, they return a lot of key guys as well, you know, and there's years we've been in the same district, and then once they left the district, we decided to play non-district. You know, so it's 2 programs that know each other really, really well. They return a lot of key contributors on offense. On offense, they're kind of a power run team. Defensively, you know, they really load the line of scrimmage and try to attack you. You know, so we told our guys that they're going to make some plays. They're a good team. You know, it's just for us to be successful, we just need to make more plays. It ain't no doubt we know what they're going to do.
So it'll be a good game to watch.
Oh,
basically.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's not going to be like
especially the first one. And I always tell our guys that, the first game really is important for really one thing, I think.
Practice.
And that means it's not even practice, it's just other people going to decide if they're going to come watch you next week. It's really what it boils down to.
See if the stands are full or not.
Yeah. Because some people will, they have questions about this team. Well, you guys lost this or that. You lost a lot of people. How good are you guys going to be? And so some of the people that sit at home, they're going to wait to see the score, and they're like, okay, I guess I go next
Maybe
week.
they'll actually tune into the YouTube.
Maybe they should. Maybe they should.
And they'll be like, maybe I should go to the game next week.
I want you to watch the crowd, see how big it is.
Okay.
And that's almost I will guarantee you, if we don't have more people the second game at home,
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I'll buy you a steak dinner.
Oh, okay.
There you go. There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
hold you to that.
There you go.
We're gonna count
So,
up the numbers
there you
next
go.
week and the week after.
There you go. You got a steak dinner on it.
Oh yeah.
It always happens. So some people kind of finicky. They just look at the kids that are left, and they don't look at the kids that been coming through the ranks. Plus, we return 7 starters on offense.
Exactly, and that's a good amount.
Which include a kid that has 8 D1 offers. He's already rushed for 1,000 yards 2 years in a row. And Cameron Williams, so we return him. We're gonna be able to score. Just because he's very, very talented. And
You
that
get his
offensive
name
line.
out there.
Oh yeah, he's done a good job. So it just now we got to just build that defense back up. With finding 8 more new starters, but kids are competing to be out there. So we expect to have a good defense as well.
That's good though.
It'll
Can't
be
just
fun.
have offense. That's good.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I guess we're kind of wrapping this up. Do you feel like it'll be a good season overall,
Yes.
this year?
Yes, no doubt. Like I said, you think about just the improvements we made. Just recently, we had Meet the Bulldogs, and we may be one of
I heard
the
it was packed too.
yes,
Yeah.
one of the few communities that may just that involves everybody.
Oh, I agree for sure.
Like in the past, we've done like something with the youth league, and then we did like the school teams, and now we tied it all together. So you got our whole youth program, we got our junior high program there, and all the high
Everybody's
school
for
kids.
everybody.
Yeah, and it was full. The gym was packed, and
Oh, I saw the parking lot.
It was,
packed.
yeah, it was very exciting. So everybody's excited, and like I said, in a town like this, everybody know each other. So it's gonna
I
be
got
fun.
another question that kind of goes with that. Like, not just talking about like score-wise a good season, but like team kind of bonding. Like, it's a good vibe. Like, all the boys get along, all like that.
Yes, and that's something that I think our seniors have done a really, really good job with that, especially when you have young kids in your
You
locker
gotta
room.
include them and like
Yeah.
make them feel a part.
And they do a good job of it, because oftentimes that your freshmen, obviously they're not driving yet, so they kind of have a relationship.
I mean,
with the
you don't
older
want to
guys.
walk all the way to the
Yeah. So they don't mind picking them up, giving them rides and stuff like that. So it really says a lot about our senior leadership. And I got to mention my captains. You got Luis Gomez that's going to be a 2-year starter.
Ooh.
You got Bryce
his
Clark.
position?
He's left tackle.
Okay.
Bryce Clark is our left guard, and he also starts at defensive tackle. He's a 4-year starter. Next, we got Travis Harris Jr. That will be a 4-year starter on defense at defensive end, and then Judson Carter will be a 3-year starter at safety. And actually, one of the best safeties, in the state. No doubt about it.
So we got 4 captains.
We got 4 captains.
And they're
4
all
good-
doing a good job. That's
They all
the
doing a good
captaining,
job.
You know what I'm trying to say. They're being a good
Oh,
leader
yeah.
for everybody.
No doubt. They're the type of guys that you don't mind sitting at your dinner table. Like they're those type of guys.
They're the kind of guys you bring home to mom.
There you go. And mom was like, he's a good
Like, I don't
one.
know about him, but he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
At least he's okay for dinner.
Yeah,
He
at
might not
least.
be okay for a date, but he's okay.
He's
for
okay
dinner.
to come over for dinner.
There you go. But it's really a good group. We're excited about it. It's a good senior class, just overall for our school.
That's good.
You know,
though,
it's
'cause we
something.
need that.
Just talking to our principal, we just talk about the environment. We lost some good seniors, but this group
You're
of
gaining
seniors
too.
is really, really just a solid group of citizens walking around Jefferson High School.
Well, that's good. That's
That's
what
really
we
good.
need.
It's really good.
Okay. I think that's all I got for this week since we haven't had any games yet. But
So everyone need to come out to the game.
you heard the man.
Hey, come
You
on.
better come out.
It's gonna be fun.
Great job, Madeline Coyne, interviewing Coach Jefferson. Greg, we're fixing to go over the starting lineups for the Bulldogs this evening, and we'll get that underway here shortly.
Right, as
So
the
here we
teams
go.
get ready to come on the field, but now the starting lineup on offense for the Bulldogs.
At quarterback, we got Tomias Taylor, number 16. Cameron Williams will be in the backfield.
He is the preseason MVP for this district.
Started since he was a freshman. Keyshawn Whitaker, Travis Gray, number 11. Chris Love out at wide receiver, number 3. Anthony Florney, number 9. Luis Gomez, number 56. Keelan Williams, 57. Bryce Clark, 54. Kingston Nelson, the big man, the freshman, number 78. And Zach Holshier, number 77. And Greg, if you're going to go over defensive starting lineup, here we go.
Okay, and we've got 28, Travis Harris Jr., 53, Xavier Pryor, 54, Bryce Clark, number 30, Keyshawn Whitaker, 21, Kristen Bowman, number 2, Jakirik Nard, then number 19, Joshua Biddle, 15, Daniel Smith, number 10, Judson Carter, number 3, Chris Love, and number 25, Dallas Lewis.
So the Bulldogs are going to have a few guys that are going to be going both ways. I've got my eyes on a few of these guys on offense. Chris Love is the man to watch out at wide receiver. Tomias Taylor, the junior, he was the JV starter for the past couple of years, so I'm going to be keeping my eye on him. He's got good arm strength, good accuracy. He's not scared to tuck it and run. Cameron Williams in the backfield, we talked about him. He's going to be the ball carrier most of the night. Hopefully we can keep him healthy all year and have a good showing out of Cameron Williams. So New Boston, hey, they went 6-6 last year, made it to the playoffs, lost to Newton in the first round, but anytime you go up against Newton, you're going to have your hands full. Bulldogs ran the gamut in district last year, but got knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. So Coach Jefferson is looking to take this thing to that next step this year. And
you've got a bunch of guys in that offensive line. They call them the Trench Mafia.
I tell you
These guys are big.
I was on the field earlier. Kingston Nelson, the freshman, I'm looking up at him. Hey, I'm a big guy. Some of these guys down there on that offensive and defensive line are massive. So they're going to be moving some people around and hopefully take care of business tonight. We got the Bulldogs in the Bulldog tunnel getting ready to come out. And we're just about ready to kick this season off, Greg.
This is going to be an exciting one. Never underestimate the Bulldogs.
And here come your Jefferson Bulldogs.
The Trench Mafia leads it out with their flag, the United States and Texas flags alongside.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the inaugural season of Bulldog TV.
On YouTube.
On YouTube. So we're getting ready to kick this thing off here. We're going to have the prayer here shortly, followed by the national anthem. Once again, our sponsors tonight, JISD, bringing you the live TV. We've got Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Brown Rig Insurance, Edward Jones Investments, Maximize, Bulldog Bail Bonds, Patterson Pest Patrol, Johnson Collision, and Laura Allen Photography.
We thank you, sponsors.
So real quick, Greg, I'm going to call out some names here. Drew Brees, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Matthew Stafford, Andy Dalton, Ryan Tannehill, Baker Mayfield, Nick Foles, Case Keenum, Derek Carr. You know where these
Texas high school quarterbacks.
Former Texas high school quarterbacks. Texas leads the NFL in the past 3 to 5 years of starting quarterbacks in the NFL. So when you talk high school football, you talk about Texas leading the way. Georgia and Florida are the 3 main states, and California coming in behind. Let's take a minute and listen to this prayer.
Please be with all the players and may them play courageously and courteously tonight in this game. And lastly, please be with all of the families and friends tonight as they travel home safely. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen. And we're getting ready for the national anthem here shortly.
Please remain standing and direct your attention to the American flag on the scoreboard end of the stadium. We ask that you would please demonstrate respect for our nation by removing your hat and your helmet, and with your right hand over your heart, and join us in honoring America during the playing of our national anthem.
There you go, Bulldog fans. We've got a visitor up here in the booth with us. One of the 30-plus years broadcasting team, Mr. Ned Fratangelo. I'm going to get him to say a couple words. And Ned, 30 years of broadcasting. Now can I say you're retired, or no, you miss it and you want to get back up here? Talk to me.
No, I will help you if you get in a bind and you need help. Other than that, I'm going to be right down there watching you guys.
Now you get to enjoy it and just focus on having fun. You and Charlie, 30 years. What fun was that?
Oh, it was a blast. It's been a quick 30 years. You don't realize it until I was thinking, golly, and this is the first time in 30 years I've sat in the stands on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I talked to Charlie earlier. You know, he had that in his voice. He was hesitant. You know, it's like, but no, I know he's done his time and he's had fun doing it. You guys, you know, I've been listening to you guys forever, and finally had the opportunity to join each one of y'all filling in for the past few years. Really enjoyed it.
You didn't know we were setting you up, did you?
Well, hey, I thoroughly enjoy it. I love football. We all love football, or we wouldn't be here. And we also love the Jefferson Bulldogs. We love this community and everything it's about. So I just wanted to say thank you and thanks to Charlie. 30-plus years, that's a long time to put up with Charlie Chitwood.
Yeah, well, you know as well as I do.
And he's not here, so we could talk about him like that.
That's right.
I know he's listening back there.
Deservingly so.
Yeah.
You and Greg are going to do a great job. I can't wait. I listened to the two warm-up games.
The scrimmages.
Good job.
Thank
Good
you.
job. You're going to have a blast.
Yeah, so we've got some pretty good changes. What do you think of all this up here?
That's amazing. And then I was talking to Jay earlier yesterday, and he's saying he's working on doing instant replay, and that'll be phenomenal for the fans. That will be phenomenal.
Yeah. So, you know, this is great for those grandparents that are out of town that can't attend games. Hey, if you've got kids in the band, grandchildren in the band, cheerleaders, whatever.
We're going to cover halftime.
You're in another state. You're watching live Bulldog football, live Bulldog TV. So this is a first.
Well, you're fixing to get on the air. Go Dogs.
All right. Thanks, Ned.
You
Ned
bet. Good luck to
Fratangelo.
you.
And New Boston is going to receive the kickoff and defend the north goal. The Bulldogs will be kicking off, going right to left in this first quarter across our wonderful AstroTurf here at W.F. Lockett Stadium and Jerry Bennett Field.
So New Boston won the coin toss. Bulldogs are going to be kicking off. Dominic Rivers is going to be the place kicker for the Bulldogs. Got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. And we are just about ready to get this 2023 season kicked off here. Back deep for New Boston, looks like number 8, Aiden Juarez. Bulldogs anxious to get this thing kicked off. I'm not sure what the heat is like outside, Greg, but here in the booth, it's nice. You know, this record-setting temperatures for the past couple weeks here in Texas and surrounding areas, so that's why this warranted a hour delayed start to try and get that sun to go down, keep these kids just a little bit cooler. Thank you to all the sponsors that are helping us out tonight. Once again, Brown Rig Insurance, Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Edward Jones Investments, Maximize, Bulldog Bail Bonds, Patterson Pest Patrol, Johnson Collision, and Laura Allen Photography. We really appreciate you guys sponsors, and actually going to have some commercials coming up for each one of them. So Rivers has the ball teed up at the 40.
And it is 95 degrees here at the kickoff. Noise from the stands.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-88.
Lions will go to work at the Bulldog 40-yard line. 1st and 10. At quarterback for the new Boston Lions, Xavier Roden will take the snaps. He's a senior, number 3.
That was a 52-yard kick and a 52-yard return.
Dominic Rivers has been kicking for the Bulldogs he was there last season, so he's got some experience. He can put the ball deep on kickoffs.
And he did a good job as the safety on that one.
Roden is under center. Takes the snap, hands off to the tailback around the left side for no gain. That was number 9, Ashton Roden.
And I'll credit the tackle to number 53, Xavier Pryor.
Good stop for the Bulldogs. Like we talked about, Greg, that trench mafia up front is something to be reckoned with. There's some big boys down there.
Absolutely.
Lions send twin receivers left. Roden's under center. Takes the snap. He's going to pitch it out to number 8 for no gain, maybe a loss.
That's a loss of 4.
That was number 8, Aiden Juarez.
We're just looking to see where they spot it.
I think he's going to lose about 4 yards, Greg. Well, 3 yards.
They marked it as -3.
So a good showing by the Bulldog defense thus far. Brings up 3rd and 13 for the Lions. First quarter action being brought to you by Patterson Pest Patrol.
Lions break the huddle and get to the line quickly, but the Jefferson defense makes their adjustments.
Drop back pass is low, big hit, and we're going to have a flag, but that was all shoulder, I believe.
Well, they're going to call it just because he hit him.
Incomplete pass.
And that will be a Bulldog bail bonds penalty flag.
And we still have a man down there. So we'll see what that penalty is going to bring, but more than likely that's going to be a first down for the Lions. You know, he led with the shoulder. I thought it was a pretty clean hit. It was just an incomplete pass. The pass was a little low.
Right. They flagged him for most likely just an unprotected player. He was not looking to run upfield or anything, and he missed the ball. Play is over, and at this level, the referees are going to work to protect the players.
How about we break to a quick commercial, Greg?
Right.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com.
So that personal foul penalty goes against the Bulldogs. That'll be a first down for the Lions. Ball is placed inside the 30-yard line, about the 29.5 of the Bulldogs. So we'll see if this defense can keep New Boston in check. Xavier Roden is the quarterback for the Lions. Under center. Going to hand off to the back for loss of yardage. That was number 22, Jomar Smith. That looks like a -3 yards on that carry for Smith.
Right. The Bulldog defense was just all over him from the moment he got that ball. In fact, the defense just about beat him to the ball.
A lot of talent on this Bulldog defense. When he puts it in the air, you got Chris Love sitting back there just waiting to pick one off at free safety. Roden's under center once again. He's going to drop back to pass, looking to the left. He puts one up, and it's going to be incomplete. That pass was intended for number 8, Aiden Juarez, I believe.
Right. And he was just backing up and having a little trouble keeping his feet there and not able to get his hands on the ball.
Number 15, Daniel Smith, with the good coverage in the breakup, prevented that touchdown. Turned right at the right moment. Good instant
got his
replay.
Hands on the ball and knocked it away.
Mr. J. Patrick's helping us out tonight in the booth. He's going to try to get us some instant replays going. Doug Thompson's going to be reporting some scores around the area, reporting for Max Preps. Lions break the huddle. Roden is under center, got twins to the right. He's going to move one to the left, maybe both.
He's got a little confusion there. They cannot figure out what their set is supposed to be.
Play clock down to 2. I think they're going to have to get a timeout.
They call timeout.
See that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maximize. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
We'll see what they do on this fourth down. Looks like it's a little too far to kick a field goal. And even a punt would be difficult, so they're going to go for it.
It's going to leave Juarez in the backfield. Here's the snap, pitches out around the right side. I believe they're going to have him stopped, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Bulldogs make the stop. That was number
Judson
4,
Carter
Dante.
on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Dante Thompson on the carry. He just couldn't get the first. Moose Carter with the tackle. So now the much anticipated Bulldog offense is going to take over. 1st and 10 at the 26. Tamias Taylor will be your quarterback. In the backfield is the beast, Cameron Williams. It's going to go to Williams up the middle. He's break a tackle. He is at midfield.
Gone.
A shirt tail tackle is all that saved it.
Oh. He was just about to break away from it.
I believe that's about a 27-yard carry.
I'm
trying to count it off. We were at the 28.
No, let's make that a 32-yard carry.
32. Cameron Williams up the middle.
With that Trench Mafia opening holes like that.
It's going to be hard to stop Williams. Here he goes again up the middle. He's going to
another
cut it.
Big hole.
Close to a first down, maybe a gain of 7 on that carry.
Call it 8.
Cameron Williams doing the work for the Dogs thus far.
He is up to 40 yards rushing already. Make it 7.
They're going to get used to trying to stop Williams, Greg, and you got Chris Love sitting out here at wide receiver with a big height difference over that defender.
Absolutely.
It's only a matter of time. Taylor waits for the snap. He's going to hand it off to Williams up the middle once again. Almost broke a tackle. He's going to have the first, I believe.
Oh, yes. Just an ankle tackle that kept New Boston in that play.
And that'll be a first down, Bulldogs.
That's going to be a Patterson Pest Patrol first down.
That'll move the chains with 7:28 on the clock. Still scoreless. Taylor takes the snap, drops back. Here we go. We're looking for Love on the left side, and it's caught. Oh, broken up at the last second, down at about the 15-yard line.
No, the defender was right there on him, no separation, and he was just able to reach in there and push it away.
I tell you what, Greg, that's the matchup I'm looking for because Love's got a height difference and he's got really good hands. And Taylor is very accurate with his passing, so I'm going to keep an eye on this all night. It's not going to be long before they go back to Chris Love.
Right, and if Chris can just get a step or two on that defender, he is gone.
Taylor takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Williams, trying to cut around the right side. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Connor Moffitt on the tackle for the Lions.
Bulldogs are going to send Travis Gray Jr. out far to the right. Chris Love to the left. Taylor looks for the snap. Going to roll out to his left. He better hurry. And he's going to be taken down. That's number 40, Sean Vales for the Lions. Quarterback sack.
Looks like a loss of 8 on that.
So that's going to bring up 4th down, and that's going to bring Dominic Rivers out to punt this one away. Dominic Rivers will be standing about his 49-yard line. Aiden Juarez back deep for the Lions. So a pretty good offensive start for the Bulldogs. Moving the ball down. Williams doing most of the work for the Dogs.
And as this game goes along, that Trench Mafia is just going to wear down that Lions defensive line, and you can expect some big numbers.
Rivers gets the punt away. Get down there and cover that thing. There you go. Oh, did he let it go in? Looked a little.
The official has not, I'm not seeing anything from the official yet. He is standing at the 1-yard line.
Let's see. Yeah, I think they're going to mark this at the 1.
At the 1.
Good coverage by the Dogs. I think that was Moose Carter down there. It looked like they were just going to let it roll, and at the last second, they went down there and tried to keep it out of that end zone.
Yeah, the ball took a sudden acceleration.
So that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Lions at their, maybe the 2-yard line. They've got that.
Yeah, we've got
He's kind of got the
conference of the officials.
Man, I would be surprised if they would call that a touchback since they marked it there.
A mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
So 1st and 10, they're going to bring the ball out to the 20. They did call a touchback. Xavier Roden is the quarterback for the Lions.
Looking to see if they can do anything against this Jefferson Bulldog defense.
Hands it off up the middle. He's got an opening. He's going around the left side out to about the 41-yard line. That was number 4, Dante Thompson for the Lions. About a gain. Let's see where they marked that.
22-yard gain. Looks like he's standing on the 42.
That's it. So a good run for Thompson around that left side. He found an opening. Move the chains for the Lions. Brings up 1st and 10. We've got 5:26 and counting in the first quarter. Still
Patterson
scoreless.
Pest Patrol first down. Another
Quarterback keeper around the right side for Roland. He's going to get about a gain of, is that 3 yards, Greg?
He's marking it on the 46. That would be a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Lions. Bulldog defense has been standing pretty tough. Gave up a big run just a second ago. Roden under center. He's going to hand it off around the right side. He's going to be stopped pretty quick by that Bulldog defense. Moose Carter in on that tackle.
Right, he only gained 1 yard on that carry.
That was number 9, Ashton Roden, I believe, on the carry. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Lions. Lions trying to get something going here. Keep this drive alive. They're going to send a receiver to the left. And a quick throw to the slot is complete. Let's see if they can stop him short. And I think he's got the first down. That is number 8, Aiden Juarez for the Lions. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the new Boston Lions. Number 24, Jermaine Hopkins Jr. coming in to relieve Chris Love.
Yeah, with this heat out here, 95 degrees.
Well, you know, these guys that are going both ways, it's not going to take long to get a little overheated.
No.
Roden goes under center. Oh, could have been a false start right there. Little trap play up the middle is going nowhere. That was number 2, Connor Bobbitt. Senior, that's going to be a loss of 1, I believe, Greg.
Yes, they're marking it at the Bulldog 48-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 for the Lions. First quarter action, 3:13 and counting. First quarter is being brought to you by Patterson Pest Patrol. You're watching live Bulldog football on Bulldog TV, YouTube. Lions going to break the huddle. Roden to be under center once again. He sends 2 receivers to the left. He's going to pitch out around the left-hand side for maybe a loss on that one. That was number 9 once again, Ashton Roden.
He did not get back to the line of scrimmage on that. Lost another yard.
So the Lion run game is just being stifled by that Bulldog defense.
Yeah, they were just swarming over that one. And the Lions offense, with the exception of a couple of big plays, has just been going backwards.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the New Boston Lions. Roden to be under center. Takes a snap. Going to fake the handoff. He's under pressure. He gets the throw away. It is complete around the right side. I think he's going to be short of the first down. That was number 4, Dante Thompson on the reception.
And they are marking it at the Bulldog 39. That is 2 yards short of the first down.
Almost had the sack. Moose Carter, I think, got a shoelace, and number 25, that's Dallas Lewis, came in to clean that one up. So 4th and 2, Greg. Here comes that defense. Let's see if we can get this stop and turn it around. 1:25 and counting in the first quarter.
I know the Bulldog offense is just waiting to get their hands on that ball again.
That should have been a false start.
And they did have to call that.
Where is that Bulldog Bell Bonds penalty marker at?
It is on the 39-yard line.
There
The
we
near
go.
sideline, the linesman called that, and they are going 5 yards in the opposite direction.
So that's going to bring up now 4th and 7, about 7 yards for the Lions.
And looks like they're going to bring on the kicking team. And so the Bulldogs send a safety deep. Otherwise, they're showing a regular defense.
Number 2, Connor Bobbitt, is back there. Probably going to be a little pooch kick right here. I believe that's Moose Carter back there for the Bulldogs. Let's see. He's going to kick
he's
this.
faking.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He ran to his right and did it.
It's picked up by Moose Carter around the left side. He's going to have a decent little gain, a few yards out there.
About 10 yards on that return.
That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. First quarter action. We've got 42 seconds left on the clock. We are still scoreless. See that Bulldog offense come back out. Tomias Taylor will be at the quarterback position. Cameron Williams will be in the backfield.
And they are marking off a penalty. It looks like, yes. And a hold called against the Lions.
That's a Bulldog Bell Bonds penalty. 42-yard line is where the Bulldogs are going to start on offense, 1st and 10.
We'll see what they do with it here.
Taylor takes the snap, hands off to Williams. He's got a crease. He might be gone, Greg. I don't think nobody's going to catch Williams.
That's the one we were waiting for.
That is a maximize Bulldog touchdown. Cameron Williams, 58 yards on the carry. Let's see this one again on the replay. Look at this hole
Just
created right there. I mean,
right
there is
side,
nobody.
And he just about outran the camera. Took a moment for our huddle camera to get back over to him. Bulldogs running onto the field to kick the extra point.
This will be Dominic Rivers lining up for the PAT attempt. Waiting for one of the linemen to come on.
Zach Holscher getting ready to snap this ball.
Snap, the kick is up, and that is good, right through the upright. So the Bulldogs take the early lead, 7-0 over the New Boston Lions.
That is going to set the tone for this game now. Cameron Williams has just had as much room as he has wanted to run.
Once he gets ahead of steam going, Greg, it's going to be hard to bring him down with that speed.
All right.
Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you? Call Patterson Pest Control, owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick. Sheila's pesticide business has grown to cover 17 East Texas counties, but her sales and technician staff know the roads around here. Termites, bedbugs, fleas, rodents, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call 903-799-9138.
Patterson Pest Patrol will always take care of all your pest needs. Get rid of those bugs. Thank them for their sponsorship. Dominic Rivers is going to have this one teed up at the 40-yard line. We've got 32 seconds left in the first quarter. It is 7-0 Bulldogs striking first on a 58-yard run by Cameron Williams, the beast.
He has got 110 yards rushing already.
That's not bad for a quarter of high school football, Greg.
No.
Rivers got it teed up, but here's the kick. Down to about the 8-yard line. Let's see if we can get them stopped a little better this time, and we do. That was number 8, Aiden Juarez for the Lions on that return.
I saw number 21.
Be Kristen Bowman.
Yeah, and also Daniel Smith, number 15, in on that tackle as well.
So the Lions will have it placed at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. First quarter action being brought to you by Patterson Pest Patrol. 27 seconds left on the clock. Roden will be the QB under center once again. Here's the snap. He's going to hand off around the left side. I think that was Juarez once again. Maybe a gain of 2 on that carry.
74, looking like he was in on the tackle there.
Devontae Marshall. So I don't even know if he got a yard on that one, Greg. They've got that second down marker right on the stick. He might have got a half a yard out of that.
Quarter has ended.
And after one quarter of play, your score is Jefferson Bulldogs 7, New Boston Lions 0. We got a couple scores coming in. Doug Thompson working over here. Hugh Springs versus Garrison, 41-0 in the second quarter. Garrison is up. Centerville over Buffalo, 6-0. Troop has the advantage over White Oak, 35-0. Here's a good one, Greg. Tatum at center. Center has the lead right now, 22-21. And Liberty Ilo going up against Henderson. That's all tied up in the second quarter, 7-7.
Doug, we thank you for those scores.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back to live action. This is New Boston going to be second down and about 9, starting the second quarter out. Once again, thanks to Jay Patrick running things up here in the booth for us. Doug Thompson is keeping the scores coming in from around the area. Here come the Lions, break the huddle. Roden will be under center. Oh, might have a... No, they didn't throw that one. It's going to be a pass down the right side. I think it's going to be overthrown out of bounds.
Threw it over everybody and out of bounds.
So a quick handoff to the back. That was number 2, Connor Bobbitt, came around from the slot position and tried to fake somebody out, but 2 Bulldogs didn't fall for it, and they fell back into coverage. Going to bring up 3rd and long for the Lions.
Rowden's 2 for 5 tonight for 14 yards passing.
Lions really haven't gotten anything going on the ground. I think they had a couple runs over 10 yards, but that's been it. Roden will take the snap. He's going to hand off up the middle where he's going to be rudely met by Moose Carter, I believe.
And the final takedown, number 74, Devontae Marshall.
The big freshman, the man-child.
Wraps him up and puts him down.
Or Devontae Marshall Jr., I'm sorry. That's going to bring up 4th and 9. I'm expecting they're going to punt this away. Ball is spotted about the 26-yard line. I think that's Moose Carter back for the Bulldogs. Here's the snap. He's going to, he'll get, let's say he's going to try it. Oh, I think he's short. I think he's short.
No, he went out of bounds well short of the line.
First down, Bulldogs. They're going to take over about the, just maybe shy of the 35, maybe right on the 35-yard line.
Correct.
Here's the replay. Let's see where he gets to.
He starts running to his right like he does when he kicks, tucks it and runs.
Yeah, the knee's down. He's
down
actually
at the 34.
About the 34, yeah. Let's get these refs to see this instant replay. Compliments of Jay Patrick. But we're going to take it. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. The Bulldogs are on the move once again. 11:07 left in the second quarter. Cameron Williams in the backfield. Here's the snap. Takes it up the middle. Oh, no, that was a helmet. I thought that was a football. Okay.
Somebody's going to sit out a play.
So he's got a gain of about 6 yards, I believe, Greg.
Yes, 6 yards on that carry.
Cameron Williams doing the work. The beast in the backfield. Big men up front opening the holes for him.
He is. You could march the band through the holes that he's getting to run through. And
Taylor.
This time we've got a definite offsides. Number 14 for the Lions. It's going to be Will Irwin. Made contact.
That should give the Bulldogs a first down.
The referees are talking it over. The Lions are hoping that they're going to say he was drawn off.
But I don't think so.
Offsides on the Lions. So that is going to give a Patterson Pest Patrol first down to the Bulldogs.
And that was a Bulldog Bell Bonds penalty flag. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Tomias Taylor is your quarterback. Cameron Williams in the backfield. Chris Love split far to the left. Here's the snap. Hands off to Williams around the right side. He's got a hole. And he's going to take it down close to the 7-yard line. Let's see where they spot it at.
Just waiting for the referee to put his foot down.
Here's the replay.
Looks like they're going to put it on the 8-yard line. So a first down.
Hayden Ray.
After a 20-yard gain.
Number 55 with a huge block around that right side to create that hole. Brings up first and 10 for the Bulldogs.
First and goal from the 8. And once again, another quick handoff. And
he's got
Williams is just weaving his way
that's
through
a touchdown.
the defense. Touchdown.
The beast, Cameron Williams. That's another maximized Bulldog touchdown. See if we can watch this replay.
A high snap, a quick handoff, and the Trench Mafia has just pushed their defensive line back into the end zone.
How many yards was that, Greg?
That was 8 yards on that carry. He's got 144 for the game.
Well, I tell you what, he's showing out in the first quarter. Dominic Rivers is going to have this thing teed up for this PAT attempt.
Just under 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Snap, the ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. Brings your score to Jefferson Bulldogs 14, New Boston Lions 0.
Keyshawn Banking. It's the kind of business where you work with your neighbors. Neighbors like you find at Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Lee Haggard and his staff return the kind of service your parents and grandparents remember with all the features of the 21st Century Bank. Visit the bank at 371 South Walcott. Riverside Bank of Jefferson, a division of First National Bank Trinity, is an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC.
And we're back.
I tell you what, Greg, Cameron Williams in the backfield. No wonder they call this kid the Beast. You can't stop him.
No.
Once he gets going, it's hard to stop him, and he's so quick and agile, he can cut it in or outside.
He was just weaving his way through the defense on that 8-yard touchdown. And with the Trench Mafia just knocking them back.
Dominic Rivers will have the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Back deep for the Lions is Aiden Juarez. He's been doing a lot of work for the Lions tonight. Here comes the kick. A little pooch kick off to the left-hand side. Let's see if it stays in bounds, and it does not. That's going to go out, and we'll have another Bulldog bail bond penalty flag.
Right. It's going to give the Lions their best field position to start with on the night. Well, I take it back. They did run that opening kickoff back a long ways.
That was probably their biggest play of the evening so far, was the opening kickoff.
Yes. A 52-yard return after a 52-yard kick.
So they're getting this chain gang straightened out. Let's see where they're going to spot this thing. Just shy of the 40.
Call it the Lions' 39-yard line for a Patterson Pest Patrol first down.
Bulldogs lead the New Boston Lions 14-0 with 9:59 on the clock in the second quarter. This second quarter is being brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson. First and 10 for the Lions.
Break the huddle and run to the line of scrimmage, trying to minimize the time that the defense has to get set up.
Roden hands off around the right side to number 9. That's Ashton Roden on the carry. Decent run right there, about 7 yards on the carry. Bring up 2nd and 3 for the Lions. Roden and Thompson have been doing most of the ball carrying for the New Boston Lions tonight. Roden surveying the line. He goes back under center. Takes the snap, hands off to the up man. He might have the first. It's going to be really close. That was number 4, Dante Thompson on the carrier. And yes, they do have the first down.
A Patterson Pest Patrol first down.
Roden will go under center once again. First and 10 for the Lions.
Movement on the line, but they didn't call it.
Around the left side. We got a fumble picked up, and that's going to be recovered.
That is a turnover.
That's number 3, Chris Love on the fumble recovery. That's going to be first and 10 at the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs. Second quarter action, 8:28 left in the quarter. Give the Bulldogs a good opportunity here. Good field position.
Big chance to stretch out that lead. It's just a matter of how many plays is it going to take Cameron Williams, the beast, to get it into that end zone.
Taylor will be in the gun. He's got Williams right behind him to the left. Hand going to go deeper down the right side. He's got Chris Love. He's caught.
He catches that ball
Tamias Taylor to Chris Love down the right side.
That's going to be a 35-yard catch.
Bulldogs come back up to the line quickly. Here's the snap. He's going to hand off to Williams up the middle. He's got a gap. He's got some running room down inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be right at the 10-yard line. That should be first and goal. That is a Patterson Pest Patrol first down for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs moving quickly. Here's the snap. Williams again up the middle.
They've got them on their heels and just knocking it through.
He's going to get it inside the 5-yard line, Greg. I think it's going to be maybe at the 4, 3.5 maybe.
Trying to see where he's got it marked on the 4-yard line.
Second down and goal. We're in the second quarter with 7:44 and ticking. Bulldogs offense is moving quickly. Stacked to the right side of the line. It's going to be a keeper. That is number 2, Jakirek Nard on the carry and the touchdown.
That is a snap and put it right on in.
That is a maximize Bulldog touchdown. Here's the replay. Jakirek came in and just took the snap at QB himself.
And was not going to be denied. Touchdown Bulldogs. Rivers on for the extra point.
There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good.
The Bulldogs had one player late getting in and didn't quite make it to the line, but once again, the Trench Mafia keeps the other team at bay.
Now your score, Boston 0 and Jefferson 21.
Financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized to you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? When you work with Joey Romano, your Jefferson Edward Jones financial advisor, he focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And you can partner long-term to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Joey Romano today at 903-665-9965.
Jakirek Nard, number 2, came in for the Bulldog offense and took that one 4 yards into the end zone. So it took a few minutes for the Bulldog offense to come alive, but once they did, Greg, it's nonstop. And this is what I've been waiting for all year, to see this Bulldog offense in action.
Absolutely. The first drive bogged down deep in the Lions territory, but after that, no stopping the Bulldogs.
Second quarter being brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson. It's August. It's Friday night in Texas. That means Texas high school football. Greg, I couldn't wait for this night to come and get this thing started. The heat, hey, it kind of eased up a little bit. The sun went down. It's been rough the past couple weeks, but hey, it's Texas. That's what we're made for. These Bulldogs are made to play in this heat. They're bringing the heat tonight on offense.
Oh, absolutely. We haven't had heat like this since 1980. And we've got an official timeout.
We're looking at 88 right now here in Jefferson. I think that cool front just came in.
Uh-huh.
But with 7:32 left on the clock in the second quarter, Bulldogs are up 21-0.
Johnson Collision. Johnson Collision on Highway 49 West isn't just where you go when your car or truck gets banged up. It's also the collision repair place that's teaching Jefferson High School students the skills needed to work in a shop after graduation. A hands-on education and attention to detail when they repair your ride. Call them to learn more at 903-665-2233 in Jefferson.
Went down to Johnson Collision the other day, Greg. Had a work truck, got sideswiped. Went down and saw Mike and Lou Ann Johnson. They're going to get us fixed up. They always do. We're probably one of their best customers. I don't know if we're just bad drivers or what, but we keep them business coming.
I've had them fix a windshield for me. They did a great job.
They're probably the best around. I highly recommend them. Mike and Lou Ann Johnson at Johnson Collision, right there on Highway 49. Rivers is going to have this teed up at the 40-yard line.
He's going to make a short run for it, probably another pooch kick.
Trying to keep it out of Juarez's hands. He's back deep for the Lions. Here's Rivers, a little pooch kick to the right side. Fair catch. Going to be caught at the 40-yard line. That was number 12, Justin Allen for the Lions. Every now and then you can catch them sleeping with that little pooch kick and try to get one either just over their head or right in front of them and get that ball to spin, and you got a chance at it.
Because when you get that ball past 10 yards,
that's it.
It's live. Whoever gets to it first has it.
It's going to be first and down for the New Boston Lions. Ball spotted at the line 40. We've got 7:32 on the clock.
Once again, running up to the line of scrimmage.
Roden quick pass around to the right side. Going to be a gain of about 8 or 9 yards. I believe that was number 8, Aiden Juarez, around that right side.
Yes. He broke a couple tackles and got some yardage for it.
Brings up 2nd and 1 for the Lions. Clock running in this second quarter. Bulldogs have the lead, 21-0 over the New Boston Lions. Roden comes up. He'll be under center. Handoff around the left side. I don't think he got the first down.
Nowhere. Number 10, Judson Carter, got to him in the backfield, held him up for his teammates to bring him down.
Yeah, Devontae Marshall was in again. It seems like number 74 is around the ball every time. 3rd and short for the Lions. See if the Bulldogs can keep them from crossing midfield. Roden comes in from the sideline with the play. Send a receiver to the left. Here's the snap. Hands off to the tailback. He'll have the first down. That's number 4, Dante Thompson, going up the middle for a gain of about 6 yards. Number 30 checking in, Keyshawn Whitaker for the Bulldogs. Checking in for Aldarius Washington. Give him a breather.
Right about 90 degrees, and you've got to give these guys a break.
Roden's going to keep it himself, but he is met by Moose Carter. Moose Carter said, "You're not going nowhere on my watch."
It's just a matter of where they mark this one.
They're going to give him that forward progress to about the 48, so a loss of 3 on the carry. Brings up 2nd and 13, maybe 13 and a half now. He just moved that down marker back a hair. 5 minutes and counting left in the first half. Bulldogs up 21-0. Roden's going to send a couple receivers to the right. He's got a single receiver to the left. He's going to fake.
And
oh, it's intercepted. That is intercepted by the Bulldogs at the 41-yard line. That is number 15, Daniel Smith, came in and stole one for the Bulldogs. Let's watch this on the replay. He fakes the handoff and a quick release, but he was just a little high.
Just a little high on that one.
Yeah, they're going to spot that at the 41. Daniel Smith with a great interception for the Bulldogs. So bad news for the Lions.
Taylor and the Beast are in the backfield for the Bulldogs.
And that's the bad news. The Beast is in the backfield. Taylor takes the snap, hands off to Williams up the middle. He's got a hole.
Another big run by Williams, and he is gone.
59
touchdown.
yards. That's a maximized Bulldog touchdown. Wow.
Bulldog touchdown.
59-yard run. Cameron Williams, there's no stopping him. He's just too quick. How many yards you got for Williams up to that point?
After that 59-yard carry, he's up to 219 yards on 11 carries and 3 touchdowns.
Dominic Rivers on for the PAT. The kick is up, and it is good. That's going to put the Bulldogs up 28-0 over the New Boston Lions.
Low snap, but Judson Carter got it, handled it, got it down, and Rivers put it through.
Go over to a quick commercial break.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com.
So, Greg, for all your insurance needs, go see Brown Rig Insurance. They hooked me up on some renter's insurance for my daughter. Just moved down to Galveston, and Brown Rig Insurance fixed her up. Got her covered. Any insurance needs you may have, go see them.
Absolutely.
Dominic Rivers has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Another little pooch kick down the right side. This one needs to stay in bounds, but it's not. That's going to be a Bulldog Bell Bonds penalty, 5 yards.
Out at about the 30-yard line.
Bulldogs taking care of business on offense, doing really decent job on defense.
Right. Very little yardage.
2 turnovers so far, 1 through the air and a fumble for the Lions. Ball's going to be placed at the 35-yard line. We're in the second quarter with 4:37 on the clock. Bulldogs up 28-0 over New Boston.
The Lions only have 56 yards on the ground, 23 through the air, and as we said, those 2 turnovers.
Bulldog fans, we hope you're enjoying live Bulldog football, Bulldog TV on YouTube. Be sure to spread the word. This is the first year we're doing this. Got a lot of people involved, a lot of people working hard to bring this to you. Once again, thanks to Charlie Chipwood and Ed Fratangelo for 30 years of Bulldog football. Quick handoff up the middle. That's going to be number 4, Dante Thompson once again. He might have got a yard, Greg.
It looked like he got a yard. It looked like he actually had to reach behind him to get that handoff.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Lions.
6 carries for 39 yards for that young man.
Roden comes in from the sideline with the play. He's going to send a receiver to the right side. Twins to the right, one in the slot position, one to the left. Roden takes a snap, drops back. He's looking to the right. He throws. It's tipped, overthrown. That was intended for number 7, Zeth Braley. Just a little bit high. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Lions. Number 15, Daniel Smith on the coverage once again. Chris Love is going to come out for a little breather.
And the Bulldog players are still up on the sidelines with their helmets on. They're not hanging around the fans. They're not hanging around the water. They're in this game.
They're looking for an opportunity. So 3rd and 9 for the Lions. We got twin receivers to the left, single to the right. Roden's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off. It's going to be a reverse around the right side. Let's see if they could stop him. Daniel Smith is in for the tackle. Maybe a gain of 4. That was number 8, Aiden Juarez, on the reverse. Here's the replay.
Not fooling the
Joshua
Bulldogs
Biddle
with
said
that.
no. Biddle said no way, and then Daniel Smith came in to clean it up, so that's going to be 4th and 5 for the Bulldogs. Quick commercial break.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Rivers awaits the snap. High snap. He better get it off quick. He's going to be taken down. He couldn't get the kick away. That's going to turn over on downs to about the 29, 28-yard line. We'll have to see where they spot it. The high snap had Rivers
That was
in a bad
lob.
spot.
He lobbed that one up and slowly back.
So ball is spotted at the 29 of the Bulldogs. There is 2:09 left on the clock in the second quarter. This second quarter is being brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Big thank you to all of tonight's sponsors. First and 10 for the Lions. Lion offense really hasn't been able to get anything going, Greg. So
no, this good field position may give them a little momentum, but Bulldogs can take it away with a defensive stand like that.
You know, over the right side, I believe that was number 9, Ashton Roden. Maybe a gain of 1.
1 yard gain for him.
Maybe a yard and a half. We'll call it 1. So it's 2nd and 9 for the Lions. Juarez is going off to the sideline for this play. Roden coming back onto the field with the play, along with number 14. That's Will Irwin. 1:24 and counting in the second quarter. And now we've got a timeout. I believe New Boston called that timeout.
Yes, they did.
Town banking. It's the kind of business where you work with your neighbors. Neighbors like you find at Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Lee Haggard and his staff return the kind of service your parents and grandparents remember with all the features of the 21st century bank. Visit the bank at 371 South Walcott. Riverside Bank of Jefferson, a division of First National Bank Trinity, is an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you? Call Patterson Pest Control, owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick. Sheila's pesticide business has grown to cover 17 East Texas counties, but her sales and technician staff know the roads around here. Termites, bedbugs, fleas, rodents, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call 903-799-9138.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. You're watching Bulldog football live on YouTube, Bulldogs TV. New Boston Lions, 2nd and 9. We've got 1:22 left in the first half. Roden will be under center for the Lions. He's got a receiver split left. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's got a man open. Right through his hands at the 5-yard line. That was number 14, Will Irwin.
Just slightly behind him, and he could not adjust to that. But that was a big hit that he took on after he made that throw.
Irwin ran a really good route. Daniel Smith bit on the fake handoff.
Just a little bit behind the receiver, and it slipped through his hands.
So Roden will come in from the sidelines with the play. It's 3rd and 9 for the Lions. Clock is stopped at the moment with the incomplete pass. 1:17 on the clock. Going to send twin receivers off to the right-hand side. Roden will be under center.
Bulldogs poised to come charging through as they do.
And he hands off up the middle for no gain. I believe that was number 4, Dante Thompson.
We'll see where the officials mark it.
That'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Lions.
After that loss of 2 on the play.
53 seconds and counting. I bet the Lions are just wanting to run this one out, but they're going to have to give it back to the Bulldogs with only 18 on the play clock. Lions break the huddle. They're going to go ahead and go for this, I believe. Roden's under center. He's got 2 receivers right with 1 in the slot. And there was some movement on the line, but he's throwing it up, and it's going to be complete and knocked out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it at. Right about the 3-yard line. That was number 7 on the reception, Seth Braley. 1st and goal for the Lions. We got 29 seconds on the clock. Let's see if this Bulldog defense can keep the Lions out.
Yeah, that last play, the receiver used his height advantage to gather that one in. Our defender for Jefferson waved at it, but just couldn't reach up there to get it.
So there was some movement on the defensive line, but that one's going to be declined. 1st and goal for the Lions.
And move quickly to the line of scrimmage after they break the huddle.
Roden's going to hand off to Thompson around the right side, but he's going to be wrapped up for a loss on the play. Let's see, they're going to move that back to about the 7-yard line, so a loss of 3 on the carry for Thompson. Brings up 2nd and goal, and clock is running, or did we get a timeout?
The clock is still running. 3, 2, 1, 0. There's some confusion on the field. Was that clock supposed to have been stopped?
I didn't see a timeout called. Let's see if they're going to want to put some time back on the clock here.
Antoine Jefferson is going out to talk it over with the ref.
I don't know if they had a timeout remaining. Yeah, they had one left. One timeout left, but I never seen them call it, but obviously they did. So that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. The Lions are going to have one more shot at this thing, one more play. Let's see, that ball, Greg, I think is on the 7-yard line.
Yes, on the far hash mark, the 7-yard line. 2nd down, goal.
Lions are going to have 2 receivers split to the left-hand side. Roden will be under center.
Play clock has started, and the game clock will start with the snap.
He's got Dante Thompson in the backfield. Here's the snap. He's going to roll out to the left side, looking, scrambling. He's under pressure, and he's going to be brought down. That is going to be number 30 for the Bulldogs, Keyshawn Whitaker. And they might have time for one more play. Going to spike it and stop the clock, but we've got a Bulldog bail bonds penalty comes flying in from the secondary. Waiting a call from the ref. I'm not sure what he's calling here. But we've got 2 seconds left on the clock.
Officials talking it over.
Offsides on the defense.
And
I guess they were offsetting. We had a false start and
illegal procedure on the offense.
I'm not sure. Not sure how you can do that, because if it was a false start, that should have been.
If there's a penalty against the offense, there should be at least a 5-second runoff.
I think the Lions are setting up to attempt a field goal. This is going to be, let's see.
Bulldogs are coming off the field, as are the Lions. There is a 5-second runoff because they did call illegal procedure against the Lions. That's going to result in a runoff of time.
So at the end of the first half, Jefferson Bulldogs 28 and New Boston 0.
Town banking. It's the kind of business where you work with your neighbors. Neighbors like you find at Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Lee Haggard and his staff return the kind of service your parents and grandparents remember with all the features of the 21st century bank. Visit the bank at 371 South Walcott. Riverside Bank of Jefferson, a division of First National Bank Trinity, is an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC.
Got a good halftime show coming up. Jefferson Bulldog Band will be featured. The Strutters will be out there performing. Mr. Greg Ingraham is running the numbers on the first half for the Bulldogs and New Boston Lions. While he's doing that, I'm going to go over the scoring summary real quick for you. In the first quarter, with 32 seconds left on the clock, the action was started by the beast Cameron Williams with a 58-yard touchdown run. Dominic Rivers added the extra point to make it 7-0. Moving into the second quarter with 9:59 on the clock, once again Cameron Williams, an 8-yard run. Dominic Rivers with the extra point brought us 14-0. Second quarter, 7:32 on the clock. That was Jakiric Nard with the 4-yard carry. Dominic Rivers added the extra point, made it 21-0. Second quarter with 4:37 left on the clock. Cameron Williams takes it 59 yards for the Bulldogs. Dominic Rivers adds the extra point, makes it 28-0. Jefferson Bulldogs, and that's where we're at. What do you got so far for some totals on?
The Bulldogs have 219 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns on the ground, 2 for 3 through the air for 35 yards. The Lions have only 48 yards rushing. They're 4 of 9 through the air for 50 yards and 1 interception.
Well,
Cameron Williams is 12 carries for 226 yards and 3 touchdowns.
For Texas high school football, that many yards in the first half,
That's
you're doing
outstanding.
something. You're doing something. So New Boston Lions are fixing to take the field for the band.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maximise. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
Timeout! All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you,
Greg, I'm going to run through some scores real quick. At halftime, Garrison 44 over Hugh Springs 0. Centerville still over Buffalo 12-0. Troop is just dominating White Oak 63-8. At halftime, a good game here. Center and Tatum. Center has the lead 43-35 over Tatum. And Henderson is still up over Liberty Ilo at halftime 14-7. So we got some good stuff coming up. We're going to have the spotlight on the Jefferson Bulldog Band here shortly. We got New Boston Band out there right now. And just a quick note, I want to say a big thank you to Madeline Coyne. We got Will Fratangelo up top working one of the cameras. If there any students out there interested in broadcasting, journalism, hey, get with a teacher, get with a principal, just say, hey, you want to be a part of this thing. We've got some ideas of some more things we can do. We may have some sideline reporting going on. There's a lot of things we can do on live Bulldog TV. So
and there's an opportunity to learn.
It's a great opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. So anybody interested, get with a teacher or a principal, whatever you need to do, and just say, hey, let me
get the word to us.
Let me see if I could be a part of this thing. So we'll be back here in a few minutes with the Bulldog Band.
The Bulldog Buzz. Here we have the latest buzz on the Dogs. Our Jefferson High School varsity volleyball team kicked off their season 2.5 weeks ago. Our varsity girls have spent dedicated hours to be able to perform the way they do. You can see just how hard our girls work in these live-action shots. Go see our varsity volleyball girls at their next few upcoming games on Tuesday, August 28th against Center, Friday, September 1st against Hawkins, Friday, September 8th against Tatum. All these games are at home at 4:30 p.m. Come out and support your Lady Dogs. Jefferson High School's varsity cross country. Our boys and girls cross country team compete and meet every week. They spend their mornings before school practicing for that one day of competition. These runners have put in the time and dedication to get to where they are. The male runner of the week is Gus Snowden, and the female runner of the week is Vanessa Batusta. Come out to their next upcoming meets on Saturday, August 26th for the Tyler Legacy Cross Country Invitational at Lindsay Park in Tyler, Texas at 7:15 a.m. And on Friday, September 1st for the Mineola Yellow Jacket Invitational at Mineola High School in Mineola, Texas at 8 a.m. And a special thanks to Laura Allen Photography for the volleyball pictures.
Greg, we're back live. Real quick, I want to run back through our sponsors for tonight. Brown Rig Insurance, a big thank you to them. Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Edward Jones Investments, that's Mr. Joey Romano. Maximize, Bulldog Bail Bonds, Patterson Pest Patrol, Johnson Collision, and Laura Allen Photography.
We thank each and every one of you great sponsors for helping put this broadcast on the air.
In just a few seconds coming up, we're going to have a spotlight on the Jefferson Bulldog Band. So far, a big first half for the Jefferson Bulldogs. Up 28-0 over the visiting New Boston Lions. A lot of action there from Cameron Williams. Ja'Kai Ricknard added a touchdown in there.
Yes, 226 yards rushing for Cameron Williams.
Big first half for the junior. And that's something when you can say that's just a junior back there at the tailback position. And Tomias Taylor doing a good job at the quarterback position too, keeping calm back there. I think he's been sacked maybe 2 times so far.
Yes, but he's 2 for 3 for 35 yards.
And
I'm sorry, 1 for 3 for 35 yards.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time when Chris Love is going to find his rhythm in this game too.
He's
he's
been well covered, but with the height advantage that he has.
For the second half of your halftime entertainment, Jefferson ISD proudly presents your 2023.
And here we go. We're going to have a little spotlight on the Jefferson Bulldog Band.
Leading the band on the field is senior drum major Luis Gomez. Squad leaders are senior Kate Everton, junior Alajane Behan, and sophomore Richard Snellgrove. Section of the week is the clarinet section. Band member of the week is sophomore trumpet player Shatia Hicks. Guard member of the week is sophomore Kayla Thomas.
Welcome to the field for their halftime performance, the Jefferson High School Strutters. Strutter of the week is senior Adriana Blanton. Strutter officers are Captain Carson Bullock, First Lieutenant Carly Bullock, Second Lieutenant Madison Davidson. Tonight, the Strutters will perform a kick routine to the early 2000s White Stripes hit, Seven Nation Army. The Jefferson Bulldogs band is under the direction of Mr. Shannon Hensley, Mr. Daniel Hensley, and Mrs. Kaylee Hensley. The color guard is directed by Mr. Joshua Robinson. Our starter sponsor is Mrs. Lisa Robinson. Thank you, and go Bulldogs!
I tell you what, Greg, the first performance by the Bulldog band, pretty darn good.
Yes, they're showing a lot of maturity. The band continues to grow and get larger.
Good performance by the Strutters.
Absolutely.
And I tell you what, now let's get a quick word from the Ag Department and Texas Parks and Wildlife, Mr. J. Patrick. Let's cut on over.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Jefferson ISD. My name is Paul Cothran and I'm the teacher for Wildlife, Fisheries, and Ecology Management at the junior high and Principles of Agriculture at the high school. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. In Principles of Ag, we'll focus on the production, processing, marketing, distributing, financing, and development of agricultural commodities and resources. This year's class is going to be active and engaging. In Wildlife, Fisheries, and Ecology Management, we will examine game and non-game wildlife species, fish, and aqua crops, and their ecological needs as it relates to current agricultural practices. So parents, take my hand and walk together with me as we invest our lives in the future of your students. Students, get in, buckle up, hang on, and let's ride.
And welcome back to the halftime show being brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Bulldogs up 28-0 over the New Boston Lions. Great showing from the Jefferson Bulldog offense, Greg.
Absolutely. Their offensive line is just opening huge holes for Cameron Williams to run through, and run he has. 226 yards and 3 touchdowns in just the first half.
And I guess that's why they call him the Beast. Cameron Williams doing the job for the Bulldogs offense. Jay Patrick, we're going to cut over and hear a few words from our sponsors real quick, and we'll be right back.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut-rate policy online now, and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com.
Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maxim Eyes. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 9.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut-rate policy online now, and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online,
www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maximise. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bell Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bell Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
Timeout! All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, call Patterson Pest Control, owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick. Sheila's pesticide business has grown to cover 17 East Texas counties, but her sales and technician staff know the roads around here. Termites, bedbugs, fleas, rodents, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call 903-799-9138.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. Bulldogs up 28-0 over New Boston. Greg, you got some scores for us around the area.
I do. As the Bulldogs take the field here, the Timpson last night destroyed Beckville 50-13. In the third quarter, Garrison is up over Hughes Springs 51-0. Centerville is up 12-0 over Buffalo at halftime. Last night, Sabine beat Longview Spring Hill 60-20. Troop is taking down White Oak 63-8 at halftime. Last night, Dangerfield 53, Ladewater 32. Right now at halftime, Center 43-35 over Tatum, and Atlanta 22-6 over Elysian Fields. One other game that we have a score for is Liberty Ilo losing to Henderson 14-7. And here we go, getting ready for the second half kickoff.
And I tell you what, Greg, next week Timpson comes to town, I believe, so that's going to be a big test for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are ready to go. I don't think New Boston now
New
they're
Boston
coming
is
out.
just now leaving the tunnel.
Coach Jefferson said he is ready to get this thing going.
And I still looking at the clock, a minute and 36 seconds left on the halftime clock. The Bulldogs are just out there showing the lines that they are ready to go.
Second half kickoff and third quarter is going to be brought to you by Johnson Collision. That's Mike and Luann Johnson. Johnson Collision over on Highway 49. If you get in a wreck, have a dent, anything scratches into paint, go see Mike and Luann. They're going to get you fixed up and back on the road with a shiny new vehicle. So for New Boston, kicking off is going to be number 10, Manuel Valdez, the senior. Got it teed up at the 40-yard line.
And he'll be kicking it off to number 10 for the Bulldogs, Judson Carter.
Bulldogs going into the second half up 28-0 over New Boston.
12 minutes now on the clock for the third quarter.
Here comes Valdez with the kick. Short kick.
Pooch kick, well fielded.
It's going to be taken by number 19, Joshua Biddle. And let's see, they're going to put it right at the 45-yard line of Jefferson. That's where it'll be 1st and 10. Tobias Taylor will lead the Dogs back out. Cameron Williams will be in the backfield. Chris Love will be split to the left. Off to the right-hand side is number 11, Travis Gray Jr. At center is number 77, Zach Holscher. Taylor takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Williams. Up the middle, he's got a crease.
Just another huge hole, and we'll see where they mark it.
He's going to be short by a yard. They're going to give him 9 on that carry. Be 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs, starting the 3rd quarter. Taylor's got twins to the left. He's going to take the snap, looking. He's got a man wide open. That's Chris Love at the 40. Makes a move. He'll have the first down. Be 1st and 10 down to the 38-yard line of New Boston.
A 9-yard gain on that pass.
Tobias Taylor to Chris Love. Good move at the end of that play. Getting some yards after the catch. Taylor takes a snap. Kind of high snap. He hands off to Williams up the middle. Maybe a gain of 2.
Looks like.
Second and 8. We've got 10:40 on the clock. Jefferson up 28-0 over New Boston. Taylor awaits the snap. He's going to hand off to Williams. Sidesteps a man. He's still on his feet. He's going. It's going to be close to a first down. I think he's got it.
He's got it. Out beyond the 30. And
yeah, down
they are bringing the chains forward.
Down to the 24. That's a Patterson Pest Patrol first down for the Bulldogs. Move them chains. So Jefferson Bulldogs on the move again, this high-powered offense.
You just cannot stop the beast when he is in beast mode, like he was there. Another run.
This is going to be handoff to number 17. That's Amron Bruce around the right side. He might have lost a yard on that carry, maybe 2-yard loss. I believe Bruce is going to stay in there for another play at tailback. Taylor's got twins to the left. Drops back to pass. He's got a man open if he can get over. I think he caught that. He did. I believe that's a reception.
It is a reception. Where are they going to mark it?
That is number 24, Jermaine Hopkins Jr.
The freshman.
That's going to be a first down through the air. How many yards was that, Greg? That was
23.
And that makes it 1st and goal for the Bulldogs with 9:20 on the clock. And let's see, that's going to be Jakiric Nard comes in.
He's got one touchdown tonight.
Here's the snap.
Takes
He's going
the
to take
snap
it. That's
and
touchdown.
runs it in.
That's a maximized touchdown. Jakiric Nard around the right side.
2 carries, 2 touchdowns.
Let's watch this replay.
Just takes the direct snap as the quarterback, calling his own number. Trench Mafia just opens up a hole for him to go through, and he's in the end zone.
How many yards was that?
That was a 6-yard carry. I'm sorry, a 2-yard carry officially.
2 yards. Yeah.
He has 6 yards on the night. The kick is blocked.
And they're going to return this one. Let's see if he can be run down. I believe he will.
And just
yes, he is. Moose Carter takes him down. He's not going to give that one up. So that's going to make the score Jefferson 34-0. Well, you talk about no giving up right there from Moose Carter, coming running him down.
Looked like his first attempt to do something about that failed, but then he got a hold of him and brought him to the ground.
So Ja'Kyrick Nard comes in for Taylor on the direct snap, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. So that's his second touchdown on the night.
Right.
Ja'Kyrick Nard is a senior, number 2.
Listed as the second string quarterback. But he
Financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized to you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? When you work with Joey Romano, your Jefferson Edward Jones financial advisor, he focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And you can partner long-term to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Joey Romano today at 903-665-9965.
And back to live action. Dominic Rivers has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Probably another pooch kick down the right-hand side. Try to sneak one in here. Let's see what they got going on. A little longer this time. It's fumbled.
It's tapped.
Picked up.
Picked up.
Around the right side, that's going to be number 8 once again. That is Aiden Juarez for the New Boston Lions.
About 12 yards on that return.
That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the New Boston Lions. Ball's going to be spotted at the 31. Well, let's see. They're moving back just a hair, I believe. Let's wait for that final placement. It's going to be around the 30, give or take.
I see the linesman standing on the 31-yard line.
Yeah, 31-yard line is where the Lions are going to take over. 1st and 10. We've got 8:56 on the clock in the third quarter. Bulldogs up 34-0 over New Boston. Xavier Roden is the quarterback for the Lions. He's going to send 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to hand off up the middle for a gain, maybe 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards.
We'll see where they spot that ball.
That was number 9, Ashton Roden.
And it is a 5-yard gain. Ashton has 3 carries for 13 yards.
Greg, you're doing a good job on these stats. Keeping up with the yardage. Lions break the huddle. 2nd and 5 yards to go. Roden takes the snap, hands off over the left side. He's got a hole. He's going to have the first down. That's Ashton Roden on the carry again across midfield to the Bulldog 49-yard line.
That's a 15-yard gain.
First and 10. Lions break the huddle. Roden under center. Takes a snap. Quick pass out to the left-hand side. Maybe a yard gain. That's going to be maybe not even a yard.
Now, it looks like they'll give him 1 yard after that backwards pass. Give him a little bit of running room.
That was number 2, Connor Bobbitt on the reception. He's a senior. Yeah, they did give him a yard. So, Greg, a lot of these players going both ways for the Bulldogs.
Right, and it shows the conditioning that they've been going through over the summer. They are handling this heat well.
Roden under center is going to toss it out to Roden around the right side, cuts it back up the middle. Decent gain, maybe 4 yards, maybe 5 yards. Let's see where they spot it.
And looked like Daniel Smith in on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
About 3rd and 4 for the Lions. Got 6:47 and counting in the third quarter. You're watching live Bulldog football on Bulldog TV. This third quarter is being brought to you by Johnson Collision. Roden's back under center for the Lions. Takes the snap. He's going to hand off up the middle. He's going to be close to a first. I believe he got it.
Looks like he got it. Right on it.
They're going to move the chains. That'll be a first down for the Lions. That was number 9, Ashton Roden on the carry. So we've got
6 carries for 37 yards for Roden.
Ashton Roden at tailback and Xavier Roden at quarterback. First and 10 for the Lions. Here's the snap, hands off to the up man.
And just runs into a brick wall of Bulldog defense.
That's number 55, Hayden Ray, along with number 53, Xavier Pryor, the junior, in on the stop. Brings up 2nd and 10, no gain on that. Bulldog defense standing firm here in the third quarter.
Just proving very tough to run against.
Twin receivers to the right for the Lions, one to the left. Roden takes a snap. Quick pass over. That's going to be intercepted.
Oh,
that's Chris Love in the free safety position.
And he came down with it.
That's going to be the 2nd interception on the night. Chris Love with great speed just kind of watched that come together and came from his free safety position and
just read it and got there first.
Be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Got 5:09 left in the third quarter. Bulldogs up 34-0 over New Boston. And it looks like the Beast is back in the backfield. That's Cameron Williams, tailback.
And Tomias Taylor in at quarterback to hand him the ball.
Williams breaks the first tackle, but he can't shake that second tackle. That's maybe, I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that carry.
No, about the only way to bring him down, gang tackle him. 4 players to bring him down.
And Williams kind of, I don't know if he got a cramp or got a little limp right there. It looks like a cramp. And that could be expected in this heat.
In this heat, absolutely.
He's been the workhorse thus far. Yeah, that's going to be a...
They're stretching him out.
Cramp. So Taylor is going to take the snap. He's going to drop back, looking over the middle. That's going to be completed. I believe that was Chris Love once again.
Catch for 9 yards, it looks like. Yes, they're calling it 3rd down.
Chris Love running a good route on that reception. It's going to bring up 3rd and inches for the Dogs. Number 17, Amron Bruce, is in at tailback.
From where the chains are, they can make a first down without quite getting to the 30.
4:21 and counting left in the third quarter. You're going to get a timeout here, I believe, from Coach Jefferson. Play clock is at 0, and yes, Bulldogs are going to take a timeout. And we'll break for a quick commercial.
Johnson Collision. Johnson Collision on Highway 49 West isn't just where you go when your car or truck gets banged up. It's also the collision repair place that's teaching Jefferson High School students the skills needed to work in a shop after graduation. A hands-on education and attention to detail when they repair your ride. Call them to learn more at 903-665-2233 in Jefferson.
A mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
Down banking. It's the kind of business where you work with your neighbors. Neighbors like you find at Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Lee Haggard and his staff return the kind of service your parents and grandparents remember with all the features of the 21st century bank. Visit the bank at 371 South Walcott, Riverside Bank of Jefferson.
And back to live action. Up the middle, he's going to have the first down. That's going to be number 2, Jakyrick Nard. Have the Bulldog first down. They're going to move those chains. We're in the third quarter with 4:05 remaining. Bulldogs up 34-0 over New Boston.
14 yards on that carry for Jakyrick.
Jakyrick getting a little action in. Getting him some yardage. Couple touchdowns on the night. Taylor takes a snap. He hands off up the middle. He's got some room. It's going to be close to another first down. That's Amron Bruce again.
Give him 10 yards on that carry. Make it 12.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Going to move those chains. Ball spotted right on the New Boston line, 45-yard line. Taylor awaits the snap, takes it, drops back. He's looking, he's going down the right side, and that should have been, he was pushed out of bounds, but I don't see a flag.
No, only the referee's hat marking the fact that the receiver went out of bounds.
I don't think that official was looking when he was actually pushed out while the ball was in the air. That pass incomplete, so second down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Amron Bruce is at the tailback position behind Taylor. And we've got a stop.
A timeout.
Let's see, an official timeout maybe. Let's see here.
Talking with the Bulldogs coaches on the sideline. Explaining something.
So we've got 3:28 left in the third quarter.
Didn't do anything.
Handoff over the right side. That was Bruce once again. Maybe a yard on that carry. Amron Bruce getting a little action. And now number 21, that's Kristen Bowman's going to come in. Bowman will be at the tailback position. Tomias Taylor is your quarterback.
Cameron Williams is jogging on the sideline, so he's going to be all right.
And that should be an offsides. Free play, let it go. He puts one up in the air, and once again he's pushed out of bounds. Number 11, Travis Gray, is just having some trouble. That's number 8, Aiden Juarez on defense. I mean, the ball's in the air, and he's pushing him out of bounds. That should be an interference.
All right, you're not supposed to put your hands on the offensive player.
That Bulldog bail bond penalty is going to be for the offsides. But give credit to Taylor for keeping that play going and being aware that he's got a free play. Just put it up and see what happens. So they're going to mark off 5 against the defense. And we've got 2:43 left on the clock in the third quarter. Third quarter is being brought to you by Johnson Collision. So 3rd and 4 now for the Bulldogs. Bowman in at tailback. Taylor takes the snap, hands off to Bowman around the right side. He's got a little hole up the middle. We got another flag coming in at the end of that play. Maybe a hold. Another Bulldog bell bonds penalty, and yes, it is a hold against the Bulldogs. So that's going to back the Bulldogs up 10 yards. Replay 3rd down. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 14. Got the ball spotted at the 49. There you go. Move the marker back. 3rd and 14 for the Bulldogs.
Zach Hulsher leads the Trench Mafia up to the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they do on this play.
Taylor's going to put this one in the air. He's going to be overthrown. That's going to be intercepted by number 6, Chris Ganaway for the Lions. He's going to return it out to the 44. So that's going to be the first mistake for Taylor of the night. He just overthrew that one. He had number 24, Jermaine Hopkins Jr. coming down the left side. Chris Love got in for the stop and brought him down at the 44-yard line. We're to be 1st and 10, New Boston. So the Bulldog defense holding these Lions to no points so far. We're just about ready to wrap up the 3rd quarter, 2:29 left. Roden's going to bring the offense up. Takes the snap, hands off over the right side to Ashton Roden for a decent gain.
Call it 6.
Bring up second and short. Ball's placed at the Bulldog 49-yard line. The big men up front on defense for the Bulldogs have been making things tough on this New Boston offense.
Yeah, the Bulldogs defensive line is sometimes playing in the Lions backfield.
Big man in the middle is Devontae Marshall for the Dogs. Roden takes a snap. He's going to do a quick pass over here to number 2, Connor Bobbitt. And he's got the first down. They're going to give him that forward progress out to the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. Be 1st and 10. 1:36 and counting in the 3rd quarter.
Just a short pass and give him a chance to run with it.
Brought down by Jakiric Nard. First and 10 for the Lions. Roden taking his time coming in with the play. He's going to lead the Lions up to the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, hands off to the right. That is number 4, Dante Thompson. He might have got a yard out of that carry.
Just 1 yard, and then the Bulldogs defense, gang tackling as they have the whole game, just runs him back.
So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Lions. Ball spotted. He's actually got it close to the 45. They had him up close to the 44, but now scoot it back just a hair. Roden comes in from the sideline with the play, and he's going to bring him up to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap, a toss out to the left
Bulldogs
side.
weren't set on defense for that play, but it didn't matter.
I don't think
They are swarming after that ball.
No gain on that carry. That was number 9, Ashton Roden.
Looks like they're taking him back for a 3rd and 10.
We'll see if we got time for one more play in this 3rd quarter. which he did. He got out of bounds, so 35 seconds left on the clock. Chris Love coming back into the free safety position. Let's see if the Lions are going to try and go through the air to get this first down. He's got an I formation, drops back. He's looking over right side. He puts one up, but I think he's overthrown. Let's see, that's going to be intercepted by the Bulldogs at about the 20-yard line. That's number 2, Ja'Kyrick Nard, I believe.
He put a jump ball out there, and
that was number 15, Daniel Smith. That's his second of the night.
And that is the third interception thrown by New Boston.
Daniel Smith, defensive back, just a junior.
Cameron Williams is back for Jefferson.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Taylor takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Williams around the right side. He's going to bounce it out. He's going to get a block. He needs to cut it back, and he's going to be out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. Gain of 12.
Gain of 12.
He was looking for that block from number 11, Travis Gray Jr., and then he got run out by number 5, Adrian Marks. Bulldogs back up to the line of scrimmage. 20 seconds on the clock. Taylor's going to keep it himself, but he's going to be brought down quickly by number 4, Dante Thompson.
A bit of a high snap on that one. Williams was by him before he got control of it. And so he called his own number.
Looks like about a loss of 2.
Loss of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 12. And I think that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter, where your Jefferson Bulldogs lead the New Boston Lions 34-0.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut-rate policy online now, and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maximize. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903.
We're back to live action. Taylor takes a snap. He's dropping back, looking for a screen pass to Ja'Kyrick Nard, but he was overthrown. He had 56 was out there. Luis Gomez ready to block for him, just overthrown. So incomplete pass.
Scores from around the area. Centerville 20, Buffalo nothing in the third quarter. Troop 70, White Oak 8 in the third quarter.
And we'll catch a few more scores here in just a second. Let the Dogs run this play. Here's the snap. Taylor takes it back. He's looking to throw. Yeah, he's under pressure. He's going to be sacked by number 10, Manuel Valdez. I believe that was him. So that's going to bring up 4th and forever for the Bulldogs. So let's expect Dominic Rivers to come on and punt this one away. You got any more scores handy?
We also have Liberty Ilo, 14-14 against Henderson. Atlanta 30-6 over Elysian Fields.
So Rivers is going to be standing back at his own 12-yard line. Here's the snap and the kick. It's blocked. And it's recovered by Jakiric Nard, who's going to try and take it up. But that's going to be a turnover. And New Boston is probably going to have the best field position they've had all night.
Yes. Deep in Bulldog territory, inside the 30.
So let's see, they're going to spot this at the 25-yard line of the Bulldogs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions. And we are a minute into the 4th quarter.
Now it's time for that Bulldog defense to stand up and show New Boston that they can't get anywhere.
Was that all of the scores that you had?
Pretty close. Let's see. Tatum, 41. Center, 59. And, of course, last night, Dangerfield, 53. Gladewater, 32. Sabine, 60. Longview Spring Hill, 20.
Okay.
Hughes Springs, 0. Garrison, 72.
And that is Roden over the right-hand side for a gain of about 8 yards on the carry. That's going to move the ball to the 16-yard line of the Bulldogs.
He's got 52 yards on 10 carries.
Let me see that score sheet, and I'll hand it back to Doug. Doug Thompson's keeping us updated on all the scoring around the area.
Doug, we appreciate it.
Handoff of the right-hand side. That's Roden once again. Ashton Roden on the carry. I don't think he gained anything.
No, another time that he ran into a brick wall.
That's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Lions.
He might have gotten a yard.
Bulldog defense up front. Very tough in the middle. Very tough to run on. You got Devontae Marshall right there in the middle. Number 55 is Hayden Ray. They've been just wreaking havoc all night. Roden's going to hand off around the left side. That's number 22, Jomar Smith. I believe he got the first down on that one.
Yes, looks like they gave him 2 yards, but that was enough for the first down.
9:42 left in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs leading 34-0 over the Lions.
Make that 3 yards on the last carry.
Roden goes under center. Takes a snap, hands off again to Jomar. Right up the middle.
Gain of about 3 yards on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Lions. 4th quarter actions being brought to you by Brown Rig Insurance. Mr. Victor Perot. Roden's going to bring the play in from the sideline. See if these dogs can hold tough and keep them out. Takes a snap. He's going to toss it. We got a fumble.
And a fumble.
Ball is loose and the Bulldogs recover at about the 12-yard line.
They are swarming the play.
Number 21, Kristen Bowman on the fumble recovery.
It'll be Bulldog football, 1st down and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
So with 8:37 left in the 4th quarter, Bulldogs take over on a fumble. Kristen Bowman with the recovery. Cameron Williams is coming back in at tailback. And it looks like number 2, Jakiric Nard, is taking over at the QB position.
I see Tomas Taylor standing on the sidelines with his helmet off.
Nard keeps it himself for a gain of about 11 yards, I believe. We'll see where it's spotted. Yeah, 11 yards on the carry for Nard. So good carry on the quarterback keeper.
And that's a Patterson Pest Patrol first down.
Nard's going to take with that. We had a little movement there. I don't see a flag yet, but this is Williams up the middle, and I don't think you're going to catch him.
Another huge run.
There he goes. It's the beast, number 5, Cameron Williams.
77 yards for that touchdown.
That's a maximized Bulldog touchdown. With 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the beast strikes again. What'd you say,
77-yard touchdown. That young man has 324 yards rushing on the night and 4 touchdowns.
I think you might have your player of the game right there, Greg.
Oh, I would definitely pick him for it.
And on defense, man, I'm thinking Daniel Smith with 2 interceptions. Dominic Rivers, the kick is up, and it is good.
And the extra point is good.
So that brings the score to Jefferson 41, New Boston 0. That maximized touchdown.
Jefferson Bulldogs 41.
A mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bell Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bell Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown. A mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bell Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bell Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
TV. Jefferson Bulldogs up 41-0 over New Boston. Greg, it's been a fireworks for the Jefferson Bulldog offense.
It has been. They keep handing the ball off to Cameron Williams. That young man has 4 touchdowns and 324 yards rushing
on 17 carries. That's a night right there. That's a highlight reel. Dominic Rivers has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Back deep is number 8, Aiden Juarez, for the Lions. And we're going to get a little pooch kick down the left-hand side. It's fumbled.
And it's
the
fumbled.
Bulldogs are on it.
The Bulldogs have recovered.
That is number 19, Joshua Biddle. Bulldogs take over at the 40-yard line of New Boston. So just like that, Bulldogs are in position again, Greg.
A quick turnover. As we watch this replay, they get them looking the wrong way. Player tries to catch it, lets it bounce off his shoulder pads, and
I think he was looking downfield to see what was coming at him. You know it? And as soon as he did, he lost the ball.
Right. You can't be waiting to get hit. You've got to catch that ball.
So Taylor's back in at quarterback. Oh, no,
And
that's...
a bad snap. We got a flag for movement on the offensive line.
And that was not Taylor. That's Cornell Nunn in at quarterback. He's a junior, number 13. Bulldog bail bonds penalty. Marks off 5.
And Jakaric Nard now back in at quarterback.
1st and 15 for the Bulldogs. Ball's at the
He's
45.
got Kristen Bowman in at running back.
Hands off to
better
Bowman
snap.
around the right side. He's got some room. Bulldozes his way down to about the 39-yard line.
11 yards makes it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Bowman lowered his head right at the end of that and moved the defender back a couple yards. So Bowman's going to stay in at tailback, Nard at quarterback. He's got Chris Love split wide to the left. Here's the snap. He hands off to Bowman once again, coming around the left side. He's got some room. He's got the first down, and he's going to get down to about the 21-yard line.
12 yards on that carry.
We're down to 7 minutes left into the 4th quarter. Bulldogs on the move. Nard is in at quarterback. Bowman's going to stay in the tailback position, but he's going to be over to the right, kind of in a slot. Now moving back. Love is split to the left. Man in motion. We got another Bulldog, or a
Bulldog bail bonds penalty flag.
penalty. Illegal motion against the Bulldogs. So that's going to move them back. 5 yards. Let's bring up 1st and 15 now for the Dogs. So Nard was just a little bit anxious to get that snap and had some movement while he had a man in motion. You can't have two at the same time. 1st and 15. Bowman's still at tailback. Nard at quarterback. Travis Gray is split wide to the right. Here's the snap. Hands off to Bowman. Shakes a tackle. Breaks another one. And short gain.
Got back to about the original line of scrimmage. Maybe just short of that. A 4-yard carry.
Brought down by number 67, Eli Walker, for the Lions. 2nd and 12 for the Dogs. Down to 5:21 and counting in the 4th quarter. Here's a snap. Hands off to Bowman again. He's got an opening up the middle. And
he's
the
running him over.
He's going to be close to a 1st down, maybe a yard short. Yeah, he's going to be maybe a half yard short of the 1st down, so 3rd and short for the Dogs.
Yeah, give him 10 on that carry.
Bowman stays in at tailback. Nard is the quarterback. I would expect another carry right up the middle here. And Nard's going to keep it himself, and he's
a high snap, but
going to have the 1st, I believe. Yeah, he's down to the 10-yard line, so that should be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. That's a Patterson Pest Patrol 1st down.
Making it 1st and goal.
4 minutes left on the clock and counting. Bulldogs with the lead 41-0 over the New Boston Lions. High snap. Nard keeps it himself. He's going to be down maybe
a gain of 1. Looks like the 9-yard line is where they're marking it.
So coming in for the Dogs is number 17, Amron Bruce. He'll be in the backfield along with Nard at quarterback. Nard looking to the sideline, getting the play.
I see Hayden Ray coming in on the offensive line.
3:16 and counting in the fourth quarter. Nard takes a high snap, hands off to Bruce, but he's going to be wrapped up quickly for no gain, maybe a loss.
Loss of 1.
Past few snaps, Greg, have been a little high.
Yes, they have.
Nard's having a little trouble getting it down and hand it off quickly.
He's having to jump for some of these snaps.
So that brings up 3rd and goal. The ball is right on the 10-yard line for the Bulldogs. 2:38 and counting. Nard takes the snap. Another high snap is fumbled, and I believe New Boston may be on that one. And they are. New Boston's going to take over 1st and 10. So
they were able to swarm to that one.
Jakyrick Nard had a little trouble getting a grip on the ball and bobbled it and lost it for the fumble. So a turnover for the Bulldogs. It'll be 1st and 10, New Boston.
But with less than 2 minutes to play, you can put this one in the bag for Jefferson.
Lions break the huddle. Roden will be under center. He's going to hand off up around the right side, trying to bounce it out to the left. That is number 5, Adrian Marks. Maybe 6 yards on the carry.
Call it 6.
Ball will be spotted at the 21 of the Lions. 2nd and 4. Roden is under center. He's going to toss it out to the left. Around the left side looking for an opening. He's going to be close to a first down. That was number 22, Jomar Smith. And let's see if they're going to give him the first. Oh, might have a face mask. Is that a... Thought I seen a penalty. Yeah, there is a penalty down at the 25. I believe it was a face mask.
Yep, the referee looked like he was grabbing towards his face.
That'll be a Bulldog bail bonds penalty.
Now we've got a wave off of some kind. Now here goes the ref.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty against the Bulldogs. We're down to 31 seconds left in the game.
So the Bulldogs need to step it up for just a little bit longer to get that shutout.
Okay. This one's handed off around the right side for a short gain, maybe 3 yards. That was number 5, Adrian Marks. And that's going to take us down, and that's going to be the end of the game. Bulldog fans, your Jefferson Bulldogs 41, New Boston Lions 0.
And the final score,
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maximise. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, call Patterson Pest Control, owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick. Sheila's pesticide business has grown to cover 17 East Texas counties, but her sales and technician staff know the roads around here. Termites, bedbugs, fleas, rodents, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call 903-799-9138.
And welcome back, Bulldog fans. We're here at Fred Lockett Stadium, Jerry Bennett Field, where your Jefferson Bulldogs just took down the New Boston Lions 41-0. Quick score and summary recap. In the first quarter with 32 seconds left, number 5 Cameron Williams goes 58 yards for the touchdown. And in the second quarter, 9:59 on the clock, Cameron Williams once again goes 8 yards for the touchdown. Dominic Rivers adds the extra point, makes it 14-0. 7:32 in the second quarter. Number 2, Jakiric Nard takes it 4 yards on the ground. Dominic Rivers adds the extra point, 21-0 Bulldogs. 4:37 left in the second. Cameron Williams once again for 59 yards on the ground. Dominic Rivers adds the extra point, makes it 28-0. Going into the third quarter, 9:05. Jakiric Nard's going to take it on a 2-yard carry. Dominic Rivers has the extra point blocked, and that made the score Jefferson 34, New Boston 0. And in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes left on the clock, Cameron Williams goes 77 yards, and Dominic Rivers adds the extra point, making it Jefferson 41 and New Boston 0. Greg, what kind of totals do you have for us?
Well, the New Boston offense did not have a lot tonight, only 110 yards on the ground. They were 6 out of 13 through the air for 55 yards, but 3 interceptions. On the other side of the ball, the Jefferson Bulldogs had 384 yards rushing for 6 touchdowns. And 76 yards through the air, only 1 interception there. And Cameron Williams had 17 carries for 324 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And so to recap some quick scores around the area. It was Garrison over Hugh Springs, 72-0. In the fourth quarter, Centerville over Buffalo, 20-6. Troop, 70-8 over White Oak. Center, 66. Tatum, 41. Atlanta over Elysian Fields, 38-6. And Liberty Ilo over Henderson, 24-14. So that wraps up some scores around the area. I'm Bobby Lang-Bartels alongside
Greg Ingraham here.
And we're broadcasting on the Bulldog Network live TV. We're going to take it back over to Jay Patrick and go through some of our sponsors and say thank you. And we'll see y'all next week when the Bulldogs will take on visiting Timpson right here in Jefferson. Take it away, Jay.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut-rate policy online now, and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane-Bartels at Maximise. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bell Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bell Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
Timeout! All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, call Patterson Pest Control, owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick. Sheila's pesticide business has grown to cover 17 East Texas counties, but her sales and technician staff know the roads around here. Termites, bedbugs, fleas, rodents, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call 903-799-9138. What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal.